Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to show you how I achieved these gray crochet braids. It was very simple and easy to do, and I'm going to show you all of the details. So let's get started. So I have a complete list of all of the products I'm going to be using in this tutorial. You're going to need hair moisturizer, a crochet needle. It's optional to use a needle and thread, but you are going to need some hairspray. I'm using this one from Sally's. This is going to turn my crochet braids gray. And also this is the hair I'm going to be using, which I will have linked in the description box as well. I'm going to be using a total of 6 packs, and here is my braid pattern. I have 3 braids and they all connect to one big braid. So I have 3 braids in the front. Each braid connects to a cornrow, and I have 4 cornrows total. So now I'm going to be using my needle and thread, and I'm going to sew down the ends of my braids. I just want to make sure that the hair is flat and out of the way. You could also crochet the hair inside of the braids if you don't have access to a needle and thread, but because I do have it on hand, it just made it a lot easier. So once you finish sewing your braids down, this is what it should look like, and now you're going to moisturize your scalp. I also moisturized before I braided, so I did just add a little bit more to my parts. And again, here is the hair we're going to be using. So I'm going to be using 6 packs. So I'm going to take one of the packs and I'm going to spray the ends as an ombre. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to be using this hairspray, make sure you shake your can because you want this silver to be really shiny and really bright. Also, make sure you're in a well ventilated area, and I will also recommend to do this on some old newspaper. It just makes it a lot easier. But as you can see, the color is looking really good. You just have to make sure you get into all of the twists and the crevices of the crochet braids. So now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start to install. As always, I do not like to add a lot of hair to the back of my head, so you are going to see some spaces as I start to install the hair. But once the completed install is done, you will not see any spaces or gaps. So we are going to be applying our crochet braids in the loop and pull method. Basically, you're going to attach the hair to the loop on your crochet needle. You're going to create a really small hole with your fingers, and you're going to pull the hair through that hole. So that's why I call it just loop it, pull the hair tight, and that is how you would install your hair. So I'm going to do this for the duration of the back of my head. I'm going to be using a total of 2 packs in the back of my head, and this is what it's going to look like once those 2 packs are installed. So it's very full. You really can't see any braids or anything, no spaces. And we're going to move on to the front. So we're just going to continue to install it the same way we have been doing. I'm making sure that I'm really careful about installing the hair along my hairline and my edges because I don't want that to be too tight and cause breakage or damage. So I want to give you guys a little bit of a tip on how I cover up my spaces, because you know I have really big braids in the back. Typically when we're installing our crochet braids, we like to put one piece of hair right in the front of the other, and we like to do that so that it kind of creates a single line of crochet braids. In order to cover up the spaces, we're going to still continue to do that technique, but we're also going to start to put crochet braids right next to each other. It's also a good practice to always alternate the way that you are installing the crochet braid. So for instance, if you are applying your needle to the right side of the cornrow, next time apply it to the left side of the cornrow. So you're going to continue to install the black hair until you get to the middle of your head or the top of your head, and this is what that space should look like once you're done. Now we're ready to install the gray. So we're using the same technique as before, but we're just doing these as close as humanly possible because I have an entire pack to cover up this really small space. I'm really going to try to concentrate on getting them as close as possible. So I did have a little bit of hair left over, so I tried to find some spaces to add the additional pieces of hair. But this is how your crochet braid should look at this point. Now I wasn't sure how I wanted to style this, so I went to my Snapchat and I asked you guys if you think that I should leave it this way or separate it, and most of you guys said to leave it in the actual twist out style, so that is what I did. But I did want to show you some different ways on how you can wear this hair. So this hair can be worn straight down with the part in the middle or on either side. You can also wear it kind of going partially back, as well as you can have it pinned up in possibly a top knot or a small bun. I'm also going to show you how it looks from the back. I really like the touches of silver. But that is basically it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see more hair tutorials just like this, you can click the video on your screen to be directed to my previous hair tutorials. See you guys in the next video.